Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to go over pneumatic cylinders and how you can download them into Inventor. So a pneumatic cylinder is just a piston that uses air to move, and we usually get our pistons from a site called bimbo.com. And most pistons are under pneumatic, round line actuators, and original line, though the specific type of piston that you use will depend on your use case. And if you scroll down, because I'm in a incognito tab, I'm going to have to open this in a new tab, and we have this interface right here. On the right, we can see a preview of our piston, and on the left, we can customize our piston. So for example, we have bore size, which we can change. Bore size is the diameter of the piston, so if I make it really large, the piston gets very thick. I'm going to bring this back down to 3/4 inch. And we also have stroke length, which represents how far the piston can extend. I'm going to set it to 3 inches, and the piston will get longer. We also have acting, which determines how air enters the piston. We have mounting style, which varies depending on how we want our piston to mount to the rest of the robot. This is rear pivot mounting, for example. It adds this piece on the end here. And there's a bunch of other options that we generally don't tamper with, though there is an accessories tab which is quite useful. We have brackets which we can use to attach our pistons to stock. These are these brackets right here, so I'm going to leave those off for now. And we also have a rod clevis which attaches to the front of the piston and can be used to attach the piston to other parts of our robot. It's this piece right here. So once you fully customized your piston and you're ready to download it, you can go to Generate CAD, add a format. Our format is Inventor, and there is currently no 2023 option, so 2022 will have to do. And we can just start generation. And you can see that it downloaded a zip file for me. So I'm going to go into my File Explorer, and that is this zip file right here. So if we open the folder, I'm going to take this inner folder and copy it out into my downloads. And I'm going to rename it Piston Folder Tutorial. And if we open this folder, this is where we have all of the parts of our piston and the assembly. So if I open the assembly, this is our piston, and it gives us all of these dimensions, which are quite annoying, so I'm going to have to delete all of these by shift clicking and delete and delete. And I'm going to save that. And at the moment, this piston is currently grounded. And if I unground it, you'll notice that it's not actually constrained. The piston can't actually move properly. And we're going to need to set up our piston so we can constrain it properly. So I'm going to save that again, and this time we're going to close this assembly, and we're going to need to make 2 copies of it. So I'm going to make a copy of this, and one copy will be our piston body, and the other copy will be our piston shaft. And I'm going to open both of these. So the piston body will only have parts of the piston that are on the outside, so that pertain to the body, and the shaft will only consist of the shaft of our piston. So for piston body, I can delete this rod clevis, these pieces out here, and most importantly, this inner shaft right here. And everything else that's part of the outside of the piston, I'm just going to leave. And I'm also going to color our piston with an appearance. I'm going to set it to stainless brushed, so it looks nice and fancy. And I'm going to save that. close it, and now we have our piston shaft. And now we can delete all of the parts that are from the body. So I'm going to delete this outside piece right here, this piece here, this here, and these pieces right here. And this is just our shaft of the piston. And I'm going to save this. And now we have two pieces of our piston body and piston shaft. And next we're going to constrain these piston parts in one assembly so the piston can move as it's expected to. But that is for another video. That is all I have for now. And we are done.